In this problem, we introduce the idea of inequality in terms of distance. The absolute value of 4x plus 5 is greater than 13, or if I translate this, some number 4x and its distance from negative 5 is bigger than 13 units. Graphically, this means that if I were to start at negative 5 and go more than 13 units to the right, so I could go 13.1 units to the right, I could go 14 units to the right, I could go 27 units to the right. But all of these movements that would be greater than 13 units to the right, this is all distances traveled, would get me beyond whatever 4x is. I would only get to 4x if I went exactly 13 units. But the distance between this and 4x is bigger than 13, which means there's going to be a range of values possible for x. It's going to be one number if I went 27, a completely different number if I went 1,000 units. Right. So to the right, I can go more than 13 units. Now, in terms of distance, I'm going to go 13 units to the left. Or if I went 14 units, or I could go 27 units, or I could go 1,000 units to the left. But again, the possibility is that exactly at 13, I would be at 4. And if I went more distances, different numbers of capacitance. This idea of distance, though, is still what we're battling with. And the process is similar. I'll be dealing with 4x. 4x plus 5 greater than 13. Because going to the right, 13 units, 14 units, whatever. But going to the left, 4x plus 5 is going to be less than negative 13. This will need some explanation. If I'm going to go in the opposite direction, that's what the negative is indicating, or numbers further away from negative 5, 13 units, 14 units, or 15 units, then the distances I could travel in terms of direction, I could go negative 14, right, 14 units to the left, or negative 27, 27 units to the left. And all of those numbers are less than negative 13. That's why I'm using less than. If I use greater than, then I could possibly use numbers like negative 12, because negative 12 is a bigger number than negative 13 in terms of the number line. If I subtract 5 from both sides, 4x would be greater than 8. If I subtract 5 from both sides over here, 4x would be less than negative 18. Dividing both sides by 4, I would find that x is greater than 2. Dividing both sides by 4, I would find that x is less than negative 18 fourths, which is equivalent to negative 9 halves. So this means that I could, if I went 13 units exactly, I would be at 2 times 4, or 8. That makes sense, right? If I were to go from negative 5 to positive 8, I would travel exactly 13 units. But if I went more than that, I would be at numbers greater than 13. I'd have to travel more of a distance. Right? If I went less than negative 9 halves, that means I'm moving further and further past these numbers. I can graph these solutions. X is greater than 2 would be an open circle because my numbers aren't equal to 2. Going to the right. X is less than negative 9 halves. Well, negative 9 halves would also be an open circle over negative 9 halves. Numbers less than that, or more negative, to the left.